developing total rewards in a New Jersey winery facing financial hardships. Our winery in New Jersey, rich in heritage and driven by passion, must adopt a thoughtful and strategic approach to preserving what matters most, our dedicated team. During this recovery period, it is more important than ever to keep our employees engaged and supported through a total reward system that demonstrates our gratitude, encourages loyalty, and strengthens a sense of shared purpose. Rather than relying solely on traditional pay, this system combines compensation, benefits, recognition, growth opportunities, and clear communication, each tailored to fit our current realities and business needs. Though budget limitations prevent us from offering significant raises or bonuses, we can still deliver meaningful value through honest communication, adaptable work practices, and creative rewards options. This approach supports every team member from the vineyard and cellar staff to hospitality and administrative roles, while staying focused on our financial recovery and long term success. Our goal is to produce outstanding wines and build a workplace grounded in trust, purpose, and opportunity. This total reward system is an essential step to that journey. The reference studies that explore reward strategies under economic pressure, employee motivation in low resource contexts, and the effectiveness of non cash incentives in labor intensive sectors such as agriculture, food production, and hospitality. Compensation approaches during financial constraints. The research investigates how organizations adjust their pay structure and incentive plans in response to limited budget or challenging economic conditions. Drivers of employee engagement in resource constrained environments. It examines the factors that inspire employees when monetary resources are scarce, highlighting the role of non financial motivators, such as recognition, career development, and work life balance. Effectiveness of non monetary rewards in high labor sectors. The literature evaluates how well alternative benefits like meals, rest periods, or skill building opportunities function as incentives in labor intensive industries such as agriculture, food processing, and hospitality, where work is physical and compensation tends to be modest. What methodology you will use? This study will use a qualitative exploratory approach to examine how a financially struggling winery can successfully design and apply a total reward system that fits its specific operational needs, workplace culture, and financial limitations. The target operation production department, viticulturists, and irrigation managers maintain grape quality, essential for good wine. Winemakers and assistants focus on wine creation and style development. Cellar hands and crush operators provide harvest season labor for grape to wine processing. Lab technicians guarantee scientific quality control to meet standards. Market competition. South Jersey boasts more than 30 wineries and vineyards, establishing it as a key center for winemaking in New Jersey. Most of these wineries are in the outer coastal plain America viticultural area, a federally designated wine region that spans 9 counties across southern New Jersey, including Cumberland, Cape May, Atlantic, and Camden counties. The area's warm climate and sandy soil conditions provide an ideal environment for grape cultivation, allowing various grape types to thrive. Among the prominent wineries in South Jersey are Cape May Winery, Hawk Haven Vineyards and Winery, Bellevue Winery, Charette Winery, and Palgitos Winery. The Garden State Wine Growers Association highlights several wine trails designed for visitors. Cape May Wine Trail, showcasing wineries around Cape May. Two Bridges Wine Trail, featuring wineries located in Gloucester and Salem counties. Wine and Ale Trail of South Jersey, offering a mix of wineries, breweries, and distilleries in the Hampton area. Strategic plan to retain employees during financial hardship. 1. End of season completion bonuses. Employees who stay for the entire harvest, May to October, earn a flat $800 bonus, paid at the end of October with final paycheck. If they leave early, except for emergencies, no bonus. Goal: encourages loyalty and reduces costly turnover mid-season. 2. Team performance bonus. If the team collectively meets the monthly harvest targets, measured in tons or kilograms, each employee gets a $300 gift card. If the goal is missed, no bonus that month, but next month is a new opportunity. Goal: small, affordable monthly rewards tied to teamwork and productivity. 3. Quality recognition, non-cash. Every month, one employee chosen by the supervisors for best quality picking, lowest waste, cleanest picking, or best attitude, team spirit, reliability. Prize: winery merchandise like wine bottles, shirts, hats, or a $200 grocery voucher. Note: non-cash rewards are cheaper but still highly valued by workers. 4. Safety milestone bonuses. If no major accidents or no lost work days in a full month, everyone gets a bonus raffle ticket. End of season. Hold a small raffle for one grand prize, e.g., $300 cash, a weekend hotel stay, or 6 bottles of premium wine. Goal: focus employees on safe, careful work, lowering accident costs. Financial tips. Budget. Plan bonuses based on worst case yield to avoid surprises. Timing. Delay bonus payouts until harvest is sold to improve cash flow. Communication. Be clear that bonuses are rewards, not entitlements, and are tied to collective success. Adhere to legal and agricultural regulations. Even in times of financial difficulty, it's essential to comply with all labor laws, including requirements for overtime pay, workplace safety, and protections for seasonal workers. Neglecting these obligations can result in legal penalties, costly lawsuits, and harm to the company's reputation, particularly for wineries that export products or depend on certifications like organic or fair labor. Advisements from SHRM during financial hardships. In times of financial hardships, organizations are not powerless in maintaining employee morale and retention. According to the Society for Human Resource Management, companies can navigate economic strain effectively by adopting a strategic, transparent, and people centered approach. Rather than defaulting to layoffs, SHRM emphasizes early and honest communication, the exploration of alternatives to workforce reduction, such as reduced hours, furloughs, or cross training, and a strong commitment to employee well being. Importantly, even when financial resources are limited, organizations can invest in non monetary support mechanisms, such as flexible work arrangements, mental health services, and meaningful recognition programs. SHRM 2020 also advises companies to provide emergency financial relief options, including hardship grants or low interest loans to help employees weather their own economic challenges. Compliances with labor laws must remain a non negotiable standard, ensuring legal and ethical continuity throughout periods of uncertainty. In addition, strengthening employee assistance programs and reinforcing core organizational values can preserve trust and cohesion, encouraging resilience within the workforce. Overall, SHRM's 2020 guidance underscores that a crisis does not preclude care. On the contrary, empathetic leadership and creative problem solving are essential to sustaining employee engagement and preserving institutional integrity. By prioritizing transparency, adaptability, and compassion, organizations not only support their people during hardship, but also position themselves for long term recovery and success. Limitations of the study. Although existing research offers helpful models for designing total reward systems, putting these strategies into practice in a financially struggling winery comes with distinct challenges because wineries operate across multiple sectors, including farming, production, and hospitality. They require customized solutions that many studies do not fully address. Budget limitations, a varied workforce with different needs, a lack of formal HR systems, and difficulties in tracking results all emphasize the disconnect between academic theory and real world application. As a result, any reward approach must be adaptable, practical, and closely aligned with the winery's day to day operations and employee expectations to ensure long term success. What suggestions will you make? During periods of financial difficulty, the winery needs to adopt innovative and employee focused strategies to retain and motivate their teams. Instead of relying heavily on expensive pay structures, they can emphasize meaningful non cash rewards, flexible scheduling, and essential benefit offerings. Even with limited financial means, this approach allows the winery to demonstrate care and appreciation for their staff, emphasizing clear communication, opportunities for development, and a culture of trust helps maintain morale and commitment. A thoughtfully designed total reward system tailored to organizational limitations and employee priorities can effectively boost engagement and resilience during challenging times. What recommendations would you make based on research? Non-monetary rewards. Introduce recognition incentives and enrich job roles. Encourage peer recognition and offer career development opportunities through mentoring and training. Flexible work options. Provide administrative staff with flexible hours and remote work opportunities. Allow seasonal workers the flexibility to take unpaid leave or work reduced hours during off-peak times. Compensation structure adjustments. Move towards performance-based bonuses and freeze salaries for higher earners, offering small increases to lower wage employees. Ensure transparent communication regarding pay and financial decisions. Benefits overhaul. Modify healthcare plans with increased cost sharing and introduce accessible telemedicine and mental health support. Offer voluntary unpaid leave or reduced working hours to save on costs. Enhancing internal communication and culture. Host regular town hall meetings to maintain transparency and cultivate a positive, inclusive work environment. Invest in low-cost team building activities to foster strong interpersonal bonds among employees. Learning and development. Provide access to affordable training platforms and implement a mentorship program. Offer certifications and skill badges to recognize employees' professional development. Total reward statements. Supply employees with total reward statements to demonstrate the value of their salary, benefits, and growth opportunities. Regularly survey employees to align rewards with their performance. Tailored rewards for workforce needs. Adapt rewards to meet the needs of different employee groups, full-time, seasonal, or management. Consider cultural differences when designing recognition and reward systems. Conclusion. Amid financial challenges, 21st century businesses must rethink their traditional employee engagement and retention methods, particularly in labor-intensive sectors like winemaking. A well-designed total reward system can provide a viable and sustainable solution for wineries dealing with rising expenses, volatile markets, and seasonal workforce needs. By prioritizing non-financial rewards, meaningful recognition, flexible working conditions, and opportunities for personal development, wineries facing financial constraints can continue to support and motivate their employees. This shift mirrors a more significant trend in the modern workforce. Compensation alone is no longer the primary motivator. Employees now value purpose, fairness, and a sense of belonging. A total reward strategy that aligns with these changing expectations enable wineries to sustain employee loyalty, morale, and productivity, even in financially challenging times. Ultimately, success in the 21st century will depend on producing excellent wine and fostering a strong, positive workplace culture.